everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea and today we're going to be making a cinnamon loaf bread. This is low carb, gluten-free, so delicious, and I can't wait to give this a try. I loved like just regular cinnamon raisin bread before I went keto, so I'm really excited to make this recipe for you guys. It really like satisfies that craving and that sweet tooth, so let's get started. So in this bowl I have 1 1/4 cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of coconut flour, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. To that I'm gonna go ahead and add a sprinkle of cinnamon. This is one that I brought back from Mexico, but you can use any powdered cinnamon you've got. Just sprinkle that in there as much or as little as you'd like. And then I'm also gonna sprinkle in some nutmeg. This is just gonna give it like a little special something. You're gonna go, ooh, what is that? And we're just gonna stir all these together. And we're also gonna throw in just a little pinch of salt. Beautiful. So I like to just make a little well in the center here to throw in my wet ingredients. We're gonna add 2 eggs. Do you guys see that? We got a double yolk. What? And we're also gonna add some vanilla. I'm using this vanilla extract I got at Whole Foods. About a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of melted butter. And now we're just gonna go ahead and pop our yolks. Mix those together. And once you get that in there, then you can go ahead and start incorporating the rest of your batter. Some coconut and almond flours absorb more moisture than others, so if you see that your dough is a little bit dry like mine, then you can go ahead and just add in a 1/4 cup of water and then give that a stir. Now for the cinnamon swirl. In this bowl I have 1/3 cup of brown erythritol. I use the Swerve, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. So that's all that's in here, and I just mixed it together. So we are gonna go ahead and put this in. I'm gonna reserve a little bit of it just to sprinkle over the top of the bread, but we'll put most of it in. What we're gonna do here is, look, I'm gonna spread this out on the top like that, and then we're gonna very gently fold it in. Just gonna fold. So you don't want it to like fully incorporate. You just wanna gently fold it in. Like, to me, that's enough folding. Here I have a baking loaf tin lined with some parchment paper. The trick to get your parchment paper to stick on the bottom is you just put a little bit of water, which is what I've done here. You can see it's a little bit wet. And that way your parchment paper will actually stick and stay in place. And then we are just going to plop our dough on in there. Once you get it in, we're just gonna shape it. And once you've got it in there, then all you wanna do is grab the rest of your brown sugar and just sprinkle it on the top. Great, and it should look something like this. And now we're ready to pop this in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. Let's go pull our bread out of the oven. All done. I let them cool, kind of. I couldn't wait, you know, whatever. Look at this beautiful like marbling. Do you see that? It looks so good. So I'm gonna try one because obviously I have to try it. So it's definitely really good. It's not super sweet, which I really appreciate, because sometimes with keto baking, if you put too much sweetener in your batter, once it cooks, it leaves this weird like kind of cooling effect, like a cooling aftertaste when you eat it. This does not do that because it's not overly sweet. Like, you can taste the hint of sweetness, but it isn't like super duper sweet. So really appreciate that. It's a little crumbly, like a coffee cake. That's what I would associate it with most. More like coffee cake consistency, but it's super good. Like, this would be great with some coffee, with some tea on its own. Like, is good. You need to try it. So let me know if you guys try this. It's like super duper good and pretty easy to make, and like swirling in the cinnamon sugar really makes it look beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and finish eating a little square. I got 12 squares out of these, and I'll include the macros down below for you guys as well, so you can take a look at that. As always, please like, subscribe, share, comment. I will see you in the next one. Bye.